have the famous Chichen Itza or Chichen Itza. And this is a super powerful place with a lot of history, with a lot of, and therefore a lot of relations that have been given to the beings that were here. Some of them are positive, some of them are not that positive. Regardless, when you enter into this site, you can feel the electromagnetic field of the land, the electric current, the anomalies very nitidly. And this place even has a cenote. So when we see cenotes that are all over Yucatan,
giant hole in the ground full of water that connects through a tunnel system with water.
Yeah, exactly. They are connected under, like there is a network of cenotes. And they say that they were connecting to Xibalba. So Xibalba, again, the underworld, is a code that actually leads us to know that there is an inner layer that connects us to the center of, let's say, to the center of the earth, and then being capable to exit this reality and then going into the hyperspace, into the outer space, into very specific points in the galaxy that will allow us to go from star system to another, because they even describe it in the sacred book of creation named the Popol Vuh. They call, as in the for instance, in other books of creation, that like the Sumerians, we can call in the Egyptian ones, the Book of the Dead, or the very same Bible, like all these ancient books of creation where they are describing the Sefer Yetzirah for the Hebrew, that how the reality, how human was created. And here in the Popol Vuh, it shares a lot of similarities with all those other ancient books. It talks about the people of wood, made of wood. It talks about the different ways of actually going from the life here all the way to the world of the dead. Similarities to the Egyptian calling in Anubis. Here they have Xolotl, which is the same face as Anubis, and which also represents Canis Major. So just as an intro, like just a little bit of what I'll be sharing about this, but
and for people to understand that with some of the artifacts we're finding, it has Anubis-like figures on them, Egyptian-like figures, Thothian, eagle, hawk-like beings. So there's definitely a connection between Mexico and Egypt, as well as Sumerian artifacts we found. So it's crazy. But yeah, there's links.
Thank you. So then, yeah, thank you for going deeper into that. But you can also, see, like, if you have a little more of curiosity of what I'm talking about throughout my posts in my Facebook page, I talk a lot about these correlations, and of course mentioning the artifacts that we have been finding, how they have all these figures, these godlike figures, that they are clearly creating the DNA, shaping the DNA. So three main figures that always appear is Anubis or Xolotl, what I have correlated with Osiris, which is also an elongated skull beings, and of course that's also very connected to other races, other type of beings, but that trinity is Horus, Osiris, and Anubis. Those are the three ones that are all commonly shown. And now, but yeah, I will be going thoroughly, like going really deep into all this this cosmology and how it correlates from one extreme of the world to the other, and how it's even shown in Lee lines, throughout the Lee lines in that in which or through which all these ancient sites are connected. Another thing of Chichen Itza is that you will see that the shape of the pyramid from above is actually a circuitry. Like all these pyramids are circuits. It's a network. It's a pyramidal network that is intertwined with our brain, with our biology at different scales. So we will be doing a lot of that holographic or holofractographic interaction with the places, and how those codes are embedded within your DNA, how to localize it, how to activate them from the quantum. We will be doing a lot of that because all these places are emanating all that technology. There are even ways to activate this place with the electric current. You can see above in the right upper corner, you can see how those are two serpents that are acting as antennas that in very specific, like through very specific electric currents that happen in determinate in very specific, again, times of the year, like seasons. It can be like equinox, solstice, like coming from the fact that there is a serpent that appears when it's the equinox, the spring equinox, that there is a serpent that energetically manifests, through the spectrum of light that goes from above all the way beyond. And even though we won't be going through for the equinox, the level of technology that happens and how we will be tuning into those timelines, and actually the best one, will be actually opening up a lot of activity in the place, in the divinity of the place, and of course the divinity that mirrors our divinity, that mirrors into that 7th density, 9th density level of consciousness. We will be exploring what all these symbols of the Chakmol, which is that guy in front of those pillars, is, which is very powerful. Those are techniques of meditation to go deep into premonition, and all of these places were for preparation, for initiation, for that. So you can access to to those codes and activate them within you. Is there something else you want to say?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so Chichen Itza, big thing for me. I've been there twice already, 2 times. Very powerful place. First time, I was dealing with a haunted guest at our house for a while, and it was, kind of like their open portal. So I'd like get teeth pain from incursions of the beings coming in through them, and I would keep making the pain go away and then practicing with that because I had to deal with them, and eventually got such a problem that it would last for a while and it would take a while to heal, and it would keep coming back. So then we were heading to Mexico on a trip. And when I'm still dealing with teeth pain every once in a while from that attachment. And as soon as I got to Chichen Itza, which was one of our first stops, all my pain just went away. And I was so amazed by that. And it gave me a huge respect and reverence for these places of power and what they can do for people, and where they can just instantly heal you. And this is one of those places that can just instantly heal you and of pain and illness. It's super good at healing of all different types and illness, as well as it's very well made to where you clap near the entrance. It makes a echo sound that sounds like a bird at the top. And
yeah, the Quetzal.
Yeah, the connection with the Quetzalcoatl and the dragon god that is with the founding of those civilizations.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things underground as well. It's very potent and powerful, and has so many layers to it that just going back to it, I can access a whole nother level. So
yeah, actually, there are ways to activate portals connected to the consciousness of Quetzalcoatl if you know how to clap specifically in a very specific rhythm, the hands, because that's one of the reasons why they were creating that. Not only to prove, we know that everything is frequency, energy, and vibration, sound, light, and form, and unfolding into trines. So in this case, the fact that they created the structures with that tech, like you clap and literally you listen the feedback of the sound and of the Quetzal, which is the most sacred animal for the Mayan and in Mesoamerica. This is why the name Quetzalcoatl, because it has a unique chipping, and so yeah, when it was once you clap in a very specific way, then you can open up portals. And if actually you need to be in a very specific point to actually clap and to make the resonance come into normally the four sides. Well, there are always four sides, but like where you are aligned to other three structures beside the pyramid. So there are four structures aligned to you, then opening into that field. So we will be also tuning into that.
And then there's multiple gods that you can connect to. The cenote is like a portal. There's a lot of these places have heaven realms that connect to different gods that can be activated, a portal to them, and sometimes other realms. And if you've ever seen that, what's that sport where you hit the ball off your hip?
Oh, ball game.
This is called ball game.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they have that there.
Good that you brought that up.
A lot of souvenirs in the places, so you can find a object of power that connects with the place and will amplify your healing abilities from a distance and upgrade you, and generating different types of healing energy and being able to transmute or redistribute or destroy illnesses. And then this will all around make you a very powerful healer, especially with what we do in respect to the place. And you want to be very reverent and ask your permission to do things, because it can, it's got control over illness. So you want to be careful with that.
Yeah, now that you mentioned the court ball game, there is this every time that they would play this very peculiar game, which involves a ball, but not like a soft ball, is like a really, really hard ball. Like it really hurts you if you don't hit it properly. So they would hit it with three parts, but I will just summarize it. Otherwise, the bottom line, the thing is that the way that they played it, they also did it from a quantum consciousness, knowing that the field was the cosmos, that the ring in which you needed to throw the ball to would represent the center of the galaxy, the black hole. So they were generating all that energy, and like if the loser was sacrificed and so forth. So all that ritual, all that ceremony was was created to manifest ripples in time, like every time like the ball would go into the black hole, also shaping from the quantum, expanding through that court. Every player would be a star, or a planet, and then hitting a star, and then bringing the star or the, like that force, that life force, all the way to the black hole, and then re-emerging from life. So it involved a lot of things that we will be going through them throughout the trip.